It is 4:30 in the morning, and we are about to leave to go to Maine.
So I drove 8 hours from New Jersey to Bar Harbor, Maine. Look at all my little snacks here. But it wasn't to go to Acadia National Park. It was to go eat as many lobster rolls as my wallet can take.
I was filling up my gas because I don't know how to do it.
So we drove 5 hours across the Northeast, stopped at a gas station, to which I can't fill my own gas, ate a burrito, and boom, Portland. At Portland, we went to this brunch spot, got myself a nice breakfast platter, and just enjoyed the wharf for a little bit. But I needed to commit to my mission, so back on the road we go.
So, fun fact, as we're driving on this road trip, the day we chose to drive is also Mel's birthday. Happy birthday.
And finally, we make it to our Airbnb. Get it? The theme is the ocean.
We arrived a while ago, but it is 5:42. I still want my lobster roll.
But instead of lobster rolls, we went to Walmart and bought groceries because eating out all the time would be expensive.
Welcome to dinner. Making tomato soup.
So I made grilled cheese and tomato soup. And that's how we ended the night. So it's now 4:30 a.m. and I'm tired. I might as well pop one of these Keurigs. Here's some hiking snacks and liquid IV, please sponsor. And we are at the top of Cadillac Mountain. Letting you guys know, we were technically late to see the sunrise, but there's something about nature that is just so beautiful regardless. Like waking up with almost no sleep just makes seeing stuff like this absolutely worth it.
We're at Cadillac Mountain. 0 lobster rolls.
We spent the early morning walking around the top of Cadillac Mountain and just enjoying the view. Okay, it's time for a hike. So now, it's time for a granola bar. And my liquid IV, please sponsor. These are the bubble hikes, which according to All Trails is a moderate level hike. What I didn't read is how high the elevation quickly gets in the span of a mile. Do you hear me breathe? My asthma is popping off. I also don't have hiking shoes, which wasn't a great decision, but look at the top of this hill. Holy shit, this belongs in like a nature magazine, which it probably does.
Oh wait, I think we were up there.
For one of my first ever national park visits, this felt rewarding, relaxing. It feels good to get fresh air. The vibes were live.
Oh shit.
And we made it. The North Bubble. And that only took 37 minutes. What the fuck? I've been awake for 3 hours, I'm sweaty, and my lobster rolls are somewhere there. So we're at the pond loop. According to All Trails, an easy hike around this pond. Again, there's something so breathtaking about giant mountains with a clear lake. I took my girlfriend here for a nice photo, and there should be a troll hiding under this bridge. But seriously, this is the meaning of stopping and smelling the roses.
We at the pond house.
I saw this lobster at the Acadia gift shop, and now he is my sworn enemy. Continued on the loop through wooden paths, rock scrambles, more pond views, and speeding up so that we can get to first lobster roll of the trip. This is Melt, who offered a lobster roll priced at MP. I did not like that. I did unfortunately get one, some fries, and a lemonade. There were some large chunks, super tasty. The fries were also super crispy. If I gave it a rating, it'd be like an 8.5 out of 9. I did the tourist thing of going on a sightseeing cruise with a beer, saw some islands, birds, seals, etc, etc. Anyways, I'll play some relaxing music over a montage of this. Okay, montage over. Look at this funny magnet and this one. Oh, and then cut to dinner. This is mac and cheese. And then there's chicken nuggets somewhere under all this. After dinner and sunset, we did kayak on the lake, which I don't have recorded, but we came back and made a s'mores dip, which we did that night since that's the day between my girlfriend and my birthday. But don't let that distract you from the fact that I've only had one lobster roll and it's been 2 days. So, cut to jumping right to the hike. We're playing an easy 4-mile walk to see Sand Beach, Thunder Hole, and Otter Cliff. Here's Sand Beach. It's a nice beach. No lobsters here unfortunately, but considering you have a fully functional beach, that's way better than the Jersey Shore. I'm not complaining. Here's a reminder, it's only been 3 days and I've only had one lobster roll. Let's lock in, we got some walking. Here's a quick compilation.
How many lobster rolls do you want to eat today?
55.
All market price.
One day, I'm telling my non-existent kids that this is the Grand Canyon, but to be honest, I don't know where this is and what this was called. It's just a nice rock scramble. Or would this be the Badlands?
Moine?
This is Thunder Hole, which is sick. I bet there's a lobster here. Now going back on the ocean path, and finally Otter Point, which this is a seagull.
Kid who said, why is it called Otter Cliffs or Otter Point when there's only humans?
Here is Otter Point, and there are no otters in sight. And the seagull wanted to eat me, but time to walk back to the car.
Goodbye, Melon Pond.
And we're back at Bar Harbor for the second lobster roll. For number 2, we're at Thirsty Whale Tavern. I started with the Guinness, which wasn't served in a Guinness glass, but it's whatever. I'm here for this lobster roll. It's a bit of a narrow bun, but came with fries. Chunks weren't that large either, but it's a little too buttery, a little too rich. What saved this meal was their clam chowder. You can taste the clam brine. Anyways, cutting back to Bar Harbor with some ice cream, and I have no more content for the day, so enjoy this milkshake. We drove back to Portland for our last day and a half in Maine. For a small city, Portland is pretty nice. I grabbed this list of where to get a lobster roll. We can skip this part where I spent just $18 for a sushi roll. Anyways, just went around the town. This is morbid. And we went to a spot to get a wine flight. Here was the wine list I ordered, and I will say 5 small doses of wine adds up very fast. I felt very cool during the swirl, and here's another glass. So I will say, while I'm drinking, I may have Asian flush, but I'm not sure. There are times where I'm red after drinking, other times where I'm normal. This was not one of those times.
I'm so flushed.
I was so drunk, I ate Thai food, which is not a lobster roll. A few hours later, I did go on a lobster roll run, walked down from my Airbnb to the wharf, and started at number 3, Gilbert's Chowder House. Inside looks like a wooden pirate ship. Obviously, took it home to try later. And so went down further the wharf to number 4, Portland Lobster Co. I feel this lobster preview is a little cruel, and again, took it home. So at the Airbnb again, and this is the Portland Lobster Company's lobster roll. It comes with fries and a pickle. It's simple, it's buttery, a little savory. The fries were good, the pickle was solid, but I wish the chunks were larger, especially for this price. And this is a semi-eaten Gilbert's Chowder House roll. I like the chips a lot in this, and the lobster too was super creamy, the chunks were a lot larger. This was probably on the better end of lobster rolls I've had on this trip. But to end the night, my friend grabbed this lobster roll that's like $10 from the grocery store. I spent $30 per roll tonight.
We're gonna try to find popovers and blueberry pie. How do you feel about our blueberry pie hunt? What are our chances? You okay?
But we found a cafe that sells blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie and also a sandwich.
But this blueberry pie was really tart and sweet, actually solid. And to end off the trip, before we left Maine, we did go to Fort Williams Park, and there was a food truck with a lobster roll and chips. And now, 5 lobster rolls are officially done, so not sure why I raised 4 fingers here. So I feel like Fort Williams Park made me really appreciate this whole trip. A lot of sightseeing, but also a lot of relaxing and eating. I've always gotten the question, is this a vacation or is this a trip? And I would say like when I went to Japan, that was a trip, but this actually felt more like a vacation. Anyways, just change topics. Here are my final rankings for all my lobster rolls. And now that I'm broke, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for this Maryland, Virginia crab hunt I'm gonna do.
We're in Portland and it's, oh, what time is it? It is at almost 12. Ooh, nice.
That's cool.